Yeah, so it might actually be easy for the engages to happen in these fights. And like you said, even with Udyr, to me, I think Akshan
Yeah.
might actually be a bigger question mark in my eyes than the Udyr. But
Yeah.
who knows? Like once we see those initial few ganks and trades happening in the top side, we'll know how the rest of the lane is going to go, right? So once we see the
Yeah.
initial, okay, how is he gonna play the waves? How is he going to try and leverage their level power spikes here in the lane? That's how we're gonna see, okay, is this an Akshan or is this gonna be a Gambler? But once we get into the game here, we've loaded onto Summoner's Rift for our game two. This could be Orgless' swan song for this tournament, unless they get a second wind here and fight back against the Hydras of LG Loyola Gaming. So we're gonna have to see how that pans out for our teams with Orgless on the blue side and LG on the red.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised now, Hiron, because we have seen a
Wind
lot of.
bits.
Wait, really? They're going for this. But that's nice. But they're warded, so
Yeah, they have a
please stay
ward, so
low.
this pretty much just gonna be
Yeah.
just them trading each other's blue buffs.
Yeah, we're gonna be going for this side of the map. So they're gonna be going on the opposite side of the map, which is very nice. A bit of a change of pace for both of our jumpers. But again, I would like to point out, it's a good. I don't know if it's a good thing that I'm not seeing an Ari and Vex getting linked, because right now, those mid laners are one of the strong. Even a Rise, they're one of the strongest mid laners right now, and we're not seeing them in play.
Yeah, Vex is kind of a tough sell. She does have very good wombo combos just by fearing and then getting those resets out, but I don't think a lot of the players in competitive have picked her up, which is a shame because I really like I really like Vex a lot, no? So I just like the play style coming in for that Vex, and of course the Rise. I was expecting maybe a Rise comeback here for Yobel maybe,
Maybe later on.
but it wasn't happening. Oriana's just a much more safe pick here, and considering that it's Akshan being picked up, yeah, I understand that. Okay, Oriana's makes more sense in that con. So here Kaito, like I said, is actually a pretty decent lane for him. They're just gonna be burning through their pots, but Kaito is a lot more sustained with his oranges, with his biscuits as well, and with both of them having ignite, it's gonna be a very aggressive lane for both of them. They're looking for those kills.
Yeah, and if we're talking about this though, both of our junglers are on opposite ends of the map. They were able to get both of their buffs, which is really nice. Pero what's weird about that is na-disrupt nila yung isa't isa. So we're probably not gonna be seeing any aggressive tanks from both of these junglers at this point. Maybe on the second rotation pa natin sila makikita.
Yeah, they pretty much just traded camps. So
Yeah.
essentially, wala ring nangyayari. It's just that
Yeah.
the full intel that they get from the ward that Orgless left there. So it doesn't really matter too much in the long run. Even after even after Smexy. The biggest thing here is that Smexy is a little bit delayed in taking top Scuttler here, but it shouldn't matter too much in the grand scheme of things. Maybe Duckman goes for disturbance in the force here. They might actually pincer him here. They're looking for him. So this is a little bit danger for Smexy. This should be communicated by Yobel na okay, si Duckman umalis dito. Medyo delikado ka dyan, Smexy. He's not able to disrupt egos. That's actually putting him back by a lot. Yeah, and at this point, he's just gonna have to leech a little bit of XP off of Yobel's lane. Doesn't even help him shove because it's not the right time. But yeah, you know, at least it was communicated in time before he got himself in a pickle.
Hey, that's quite a bit of a blunder for Smexy going for the aggressive kanina. And now I think Ego has the advantage because of that. And he's gonna be forced to back for sure. But now, it's just that I was expecting a bit more from Sopito here in topside. Maybe later on pag nag-level 6 siya. But Ego, try and beat some XP for himself.
Oh, he's just trying to shove the lane in, so Kaito can probably get this first item.
Yeah.
First item component, yeah, probably just gonna be the Sheen, right? Depending on what his CS was before this, because of course, CS you add a little bit more just from the parlay procs on the last hits, right? So he should have his Sheen. There we go, and this should put him at a very good spot here against Rapito. So Rapito picking up the Cull, which is basically like saying, okay, this lane's yours. Magfa-farm na lang ako. Please don't kill me.
Yeah.
It gives him a sustain, gives him a later gold investment here, and At this point, Swapito, once he gets his first back here, the cull sets him back. It's basically an investment for later, giving up a lot of combat stats for that. Meanwhile, Kaito has a Sheen. He's going to be very, very happy with that all around. More mana, more damage. It's just juice for this Gangplank's Orange.
I like the fact na naka-ignite sila pareho on the top side. So, more skill expression for both of this top laner. No? Hindi tayo makakita masyado ng ganks. So, we're just gonna be seeing them farming away, hacking on each other away on the top side. And most likely, if ever they get their first item, tsaka lang sila maglalaban. But right now, it's just gonna be kind of stale until we get onto our first objective that right now, Ego is in.
It's gonna be the most likely. It is going to be the Drake here as well. Yeah, for now, Ego, it does seem like he has the initiative on that. Smexy does not want anything to do with that. They could go, okay, they're not going to go for any ganks there. That's pretty much just Smexy, this is pretty much just Ego taking the first Drake of the game. Mountain Drake actually pretty substantial. Not just yet, but the later the game goes on, the better it's going to be, especially for Ego and Basa. And of course, it's going to help Kaito survive a lot more in these fights. And Gangplank thrives in these silver linings where okay, you failed to kill me. Now I crit you for like 5 bajillion damage, and also heal back up because I have my I'm gonna have my healing later in my oranges.
I like the fact that Smexy is always trying to go for an invade, but you won't be able to do that against Lugia for sure because he's just gonna be farming, hacking away on his jungle, and that's why right now it's gonna be easier for Ego to go for that first gank. Meron na rin siyang plated skill caps, which makes it easier to go for a lane gank if he wants to. Especially that I think they want to go for Swapito here on the top side of the map.
They could, but
never mind.
I think so. Yeah, Swapito has his flash, he has his heroic swing. Kaito doesn't really have the CC to start the fight for Ego to come in and lane gank, but it's just going to be fine. Kaito just needs to scale up. He doesn't need ganks to kill. He might need a few ganks here and there to just shove the wave in, get a good recall, especially since neither of them have teleport. But we're not going to be seeing a lot of action here. Rift Herald could be the consideration here, but neither of these top laners really want to interrupt the kind of duel, the dance that they're having in this top side. So Ego might go for it. Smexy a little bit behind in levels here. Of course, Ego level 6 isn't really like super high impact compared to Smexy. Just about reaching level 6 here. So once we possibly see a fight on this Rift Herald, Smexy, once he's level 6, could make a play here and set up for Yobel and Swapito.
Yeah, if ever they want to go for... Yeah, it could be better for them, for the side of Hydra, to get this Rift Herald, because they want to set up especially Yobel in the mid lane. They want Yobel to get a lot of farm as fast as he can. Because right now, he doesn't have any damage. He's just a shockwave
like
bot.
Hydra.
Lang siya, pero Hydra, no, they need to be careful here though. Oh!
Okay, wrong read on the dredge line there. I mean, statistically naman, most likely nandun siya sa trajectory ng lane na yun. But I think, did they have vision? No, they didn't have vision on where Ego was. I guess Kigron just felt it. Okay, parang matidredge line siya dito. He just went into that side of the brush.
Yeah, even without the vision though, I like the ultra instinct of most of these players, especially when it comes to those micro plays that we've been seeing. But now, we're probably looking for this. Kaito does have the shield, so if ever they want to fight for this Rift Herald, they might be able to. Kasi right now, Ego is at his strongest. And looking at the top side, so Peter's not letting him. Yeah.
No one saw that barrel.
Yeah, but
it's gonna be fight
bot lane
though.
They're going for a fight in the bot lane. They force a dash away. But I think they're still going for the Super Mega Dot Rocket, not hitting anyone.
Yep, and that's a very easy escape there for the Zeri. And I'm actually surprised that Spark Surge... Does Spark Surge... Yeah, I don't think Spark Surge stops when you're interrupted by damage, right? So it's not like Talia ulti. So actually it's just a straight up like Talon jump at that point. So
yeah,
that explains why Snake was super confident. He did have his flash and his heal still up. Kaito feeling the pain here after the pickaxe pick up by Swapito. He should still be fine. No more charges on his corrupting pot, but he does still have his all of his oranges.
That charge in the mid lane, that's gonna be a cannon barrage. This is probably gonna be a dead Yobel. And the first blood going to Kaito though, that's big.
Yeah, that's the Gangplank factor, right? The biggest contribution
Yeah.
you can have is not your teleport, which he doesn't have, but just ulti. The
Yeah.
ulti was pretty much there to make sure that your Bell could not run anywhere. It's too slow to actually get anything, and this might actually... Okay, no, the death timers are too short for it to matter on the Drake side, but this does let Orgless set up a lot of vision, a lot of offensive vision here as well. Like the control ward on the
my.
backside of the Wolves, this opens up a lot of vision here so they can track exactly where Smexy is as long as they kind of feel where he's in the bot side here. If he runs by any of those vision cones, it's pretty much...
He has a flash
full
though.
intel here.
If they want to get this, the solar flare comes in. The cleanse, they have the flash to work with Leo Mark. He's gonna be backing away, but Gaza now he's gonna be the next target. He has been stunned, and that's gonna be a kill. The Snake. Perfect timing though, but Snake is still gonna go in. He still has a dash though if he wants to get away, but they might be able to go for a fight here. K1 playing with fire. Smexy is also here to help him out. That's gonna be the Zenith Blade Ego. Gonna back away, but Snake is just super fast right now, tanking a lot of damage, and he's gonna go for the stopwatch in order for them to get a triple kill in the bottom side of the map.
Man, that was perfect. Perfectly executed dive run from Hydra, LG Hydra, but Orgless, very weird positioning there from Leo Mark. No, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Medyo feels bad yun para kay Leo Mark. Wala siyang gante, wala siyang bawi. That's just funny. That wasn't planned. That was just serendipity right there for the recall. But yeah, here, look at this perfectly executed dive, right? Like, and here the awareness. Okay, Ego can never get to Snake kung nandito yung Leona, kung nandito si Smexy. Misses the Sonic Wave, and Kieg runs, okay, you guys, I'm gonna tank this turret. May stopwatch naman ako dito. And they get the easy triple there without losing anything. And that came from a misposition there from Leo Mark.
Oh man, I am really surprised here. Top lane, here they're still letting Swapito go for the Hull Breaker build here. It's like getting a taste of his own medicine. He's the one who's building Hull Breaker kanina, and now it's on the hands of Swapito, so he's the one having a hard time against a 1v1, but Smexy.
Oh, Smexy. Naghahanap siya dito.
Yeah, but
and pretty much
remember,
Kaito.
Ebron is here and also Ego. But he needs to be careful, or at least he's going to be backing away. Here comes the whole hole! That's going to be it. The instant comes in, and Kaito is going to fall down in the top side. LG is going to be happy with it. Going to take some playthings with it.
Oh man, Kaito. He tried to deny that insect, pero wala talaga. Snake though. Oh, big shutdown. Okay, yun yung bawi. Yun na yung bawi ni Leo Mark. Medyo delayed lang, pero may bawi na. So with that shutdown go, that's pretty much like... that pretty much means that Leo Mark is like 2-1-0 and with Snake being 3-1-0. So it's actually not too big of a gap here. The turret not being taken down here by Hydra yet, not enough of a wave, and Swapito needs to respect Ego here under turret. Means that for now LG Hydra is just sitting under 2k gold lead. They can try and leverage this when the referral already spawned. They already took it, and they have a lot of offensive vision on the top side. They set it up for that dive onto Kaito, no? And this is still gonna pay them dividends when they're trying to track down Ego, since they have so much. If he's not top side, he's probably bot side. That's the intel that LG Hydra has.
Yeah, we have a lot of info on that part of the map, so it's gonna be hard for them to move around, especially that they got the Rift Herald. They need to be careful because right now, with the reset that they had in the bottom side of the map, and where Smexy is also there, they can take down the turret without any contest.
It's gonna be a little bit dangerous here as well. Kigron, he doesn't have vision, so he's just waiting around for Duckman to show up, and actually just finds him with a read. No follow-up though is possible. It's just them basically denying. It's basically just Kigron saying, okay, I don't want you to take the control ward we have on the river brush, so I'm just gonna stand here. Manong guard ang peg dito ni Kigron. And for now, it's really just setting up for this turret take, and I do think that Ego knows it's coming, so they're just setting up for this 3v3. Teleports are down for both mid laners, but Kaito has his ulti, which could be relevant in this upcoming fight.
They're gonna be going onto the back, so Ego is probably gonna go for a fight here if he wants to though, but he wasn't able to. Off na yung timing nila if ever pupunta pa sila dito. And Vasa is still going in though. Here comes the flash, not gonna be hitting, so this is gonna be the punish. Maybe Ego not gonna get anything out of that flash investment.
That is so good. That Spark Surge was pretty much perfect to deny that dredge line. That could have been disastrous if that dredge line hit. Ego's still looking for it. They're starting to kind of establish a territory here in this bot lane. Even though they've lost the turret, they still want to get ahead in the game here, invest a little bit in that break. That's going to be coming up quite soon. They are losing quite a lot though. LG Hydra, whenever Orgless moves, LG Hydra is like, okay, if they're moving around trying to defend bot lane, get a gank maybe onto Snake, let's go power farm, power push top side. Let's have Yobel just continue pushing this mid lane here as well. Set it up for when Snake and Kagran comes in, because Orianna isn't really the type to push turrets fast, and now with the Rift Herald, that's where they can start really opening up the map. Feel out the last outer layer of defense here in Orgless' structures.
Yeah, especially that Duckman doesn't have a lot of wave clear. It's gonna be taken down for sure. So now they put the pressure on all sides of the map. They can take this objective now. Kanina, they weren't able to take the first one, but this second one is probably gonna be easier to take. But with the timing here, I think the members of Orgless would know that makuha sila ng positioning muna before LG Hydra does.
For sure. And every single time, like, Hydra outmaneuvers Orgless in this game. Like, in this specific game, like in the earlier game, medyo back and forth siya. Especially with the Cloud Drake out of combat movement speed helping out Orgless. But here, LG Hydra, they're in their element. They're able to really outmaneuver, or even sometimes not maneuvering is the maneuver, right? Always gotta beat Flame Chompers, but it's Kagran. Eclipse is gonna let him survive it. He does have Aftershock as well, though, so if he goes in, he's still gonna be very, very tanky. I don't think they want to give up another Drake, though, is the thing. So this could be LG Hydra looking for something.
Push back.
Picks up the kill topside, but no fight happening. It's just gonna be kill for Drake. And topside.
Yeah, that is
gonna
very
be topside
smart,
third then.
Yeah,
Okay,
no. Probably not gonna be taking that down. But because Kaito is down, maybe makukuha nila itong third na the top lane for sure.
Okay.
But LG was off timing. Sinabi rin naman natin kanina because they don't have any vision on that part of the map because they backed away after getting that Rift Herald. It was easy enough for Orgless to take that. At least Orgless is finding ways to get some objectives for themselves. But LG Hydra is chipping down on most of their towers.
Medyo late yung response nila that allows them to get a turret. Nice cleanse though, and the flash, but this pretty much gives a turret. Right? This pretty much at least gives a big chunk of this turret to LG Hydra. So the next time they push there, it's gonna be theirs for sure. They have a lot of vision as well, controlling both sides of the jungle, which means Yobel feels pretty safe pushing up in this lane, and allowed Sopito to really just push up as well in the top side, get that second tier.
Yeah, it's very smart then for LG that they've been doing this. They know that later on there's a big siege from Orgless. Yeah, right now they're chipping it down para hindi sila magkaroon ng confidence to do exactly that. They won't be able to take down in towers because they're going to be afraid that we might be coming from either side. So now, LG Hydra, you just need to use this advantage that they have the tower pressure, they have the territory control on their side, so that later on these objectives are going to be on them. But right now, Orgless is sitting on a good two dragons on their side, so this might be pretty okay.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be better later if they can secure another one. It's gonna help out Ego and Kaito quite a lot, not especially since it's Ocean, right? So on to Leomark, it's really going to take into effect if the fight goes long and he gets chip damage that he gets healed back up by the recover when they're like poking each other. Trying to feel it out, the beginning stages of the dance, but Sopito, he's looking for it. Duckman doesn't have a way of fighting Sopito unless he has backup here. So he knows that he does have the Hull Breaker as well. So, and they have the vision talaga na Sopito, okay, there's a single whiff of danger, heroic swing.
Just gonna be backing away. It's just going slow, but Egron though might be going for a fight if they want. They have a Zenith Blade to work with, but they have a 4v2. Ego might fall down really fast, but that's the flash, and that's gonna be the kill on their side. Sopito is not gonna be chipping down here. He's still gonna live because Egron is in front of everyone, but now that's the kill coming in from Dogman. But here comes the party. LG is gonna come and take them all down. That's gonna be an ace all around the map for LG Hydra.
Oh man, that's big. Puts him at 8k gold ahead. And alam mo yung meme ni si Mike Wazowski na nakatingin lang sa'yo? That was pretty much Duckman and Basa nung sila na lang yung natira dun. Wala silang magawa. They don't have damage. I mean, they got one kill because he was already soft enough. Pero at that point, like, gagawin natin, wala tayong DPS dito. And they just die straight up when Snake and the rest of the squad shows up.
Yeah. This is what's hard when, parang ito yung drawback when you have a Karma on your team na is put in on the mid lane, you don't have much of an impact when fights happen na wala yung carries. Pag may carries, sige, yeah, you'll have much impact, you have those shields, but break this down for us, Hydra.
Look at this. This is pretty much just confidence from LG Hydra. They know that they have the 7k gold lead. And yan yung nagtitingin na lang si Bata at si Duckman. Kasi ano gagawin natin? And pretty much that was the result of LG Hydra's vision control. Like if you look at the tail end of that fight, my ward dun sa Raptor brush, my ward dun sa red buff brush, and I think my ward din sa likod ng all the way back in that brush going into the base gate of Orgless bot lane. So that pretty much meant, okay, LG Hydra has full intel, even luxurious vision, right? Luxurious vision that they might not even need, just they just need to produce. But at that point, since they had full intel, okay, let's go natin to. This is such a rich gold mine. Triple kill for Snake. It paid off so well, and that's just how LG Hydra plays. If they have the intel, they have 100% knowledge on what's going to happen. They know that they cannot lose this fight, so they just go for it. And that's the LG Hydra way.
Wait, I'm kind of surprised though. Ngayon ko lang nakita that they went in for the Triforce onto Ego, even though that he's not gonna be... Wala siyang mapupuntahan sa harap for sure with this composition. So that's why I'm kind of surprised with this Triforce pickup. If they went in for the face rush build and also the chem tank, that could have been better kasi they could chase down most of his members. Imagine Swapito and Snake could just run away from a Triforce ulti.
Yeah, it's very weird, guy. As I was saying, okay, Udyr's there could be a stun bot, face rush. Maybe get the Sunfire. It's not enough. Ego.
When it comes to Shockwave, onto the hook. Not going to be dealing a lot of damage, but look at this, onto the back line. Snake is just roaming around. He's just jumping, but look at this. Hydra is now super low in HP. They're taking down a lot of their members. This is going to the side of Orgless. Now they don't have enough damage, but Swapito is here for the hero save. And that's going to be it. He was able to revive his teammates, so perfect timing for LG Hydra to take this bear.
Oh man, it's your friendly neighborhood Swapito swinging in for the assist, picking up those kills. And you can see Snake 1v2ing. At this point, Leomark has a little bit of gold, right? He has been doing a decent job at keeping up his CS. But with just 2 items, and Gale Force is not a high DPS item, it's just there for mobility and maybe an execute, plus the rapid fire cannon. Snake was able to face tank his damage a lot in that initial part of the fight. That was definitely why. Okay, I'm starting to see why people are still liking the Triforce setup where it's a little bit tankier. And as we break this down, here's Snake just face tanking Duckman and Leomark.
Wow,
and while the fight is separated, Kaito, very good ulti there, right? Very good ulti. Picks him up the kill, gives him a slow zone to try and chase them down. But Swapito, because Swapito is there and Gangplank actually isn't, the ulti just gets negated just by the presence of another champion.
Yeah. What I like about that, no, is that hindi nga nakalapit sa Swapito eh. Nag-ult lang siya. Then after nakita ng teammates niya yung ult, let's take this down. Lahat ng crosshairs nila pumunta bigla dun because they want the revive to happen. And that's why they were able to take the Baron and got the Drake also during all that happened. And now, look at this. Orgless can't even get close because of the pressure that LG has. Hindi man lang sila maka-takedown ng any towers on the side of LG. That's why hindi rin sila makapag-contest ng objectives. Their jungle isn't even safe. And that's why sobrang hirap for them to just get out of their base.
Yeah, a couple things here, no? Of course, what you already mentioned Ego's itemization. Medyo rough. Solar Flare, but I think this still secures them the turret, right? Ego can't really gap close. Like, sino yung ita-Triforce niya si Kigron?
Yun nga eh.
It's not really feasible for him to go for that as well. Kaito has to go Prowler's Claw Essence Reaver. So here comes gets his stun on Smexy.
He has been stunned, so that is gonna be good. Smexy wasn't able to do a lot of damage. He might get down, but that's Shockwave onto 4! That is gonna be turning things around. LG Hydra is gonna be winning that fight, and that's gonna be it. LG is looking for the twin. Snake is gonna go in. He might be able to get the skill, and that's gonna be it. That's gonna be the win. LG Hydra takes a 2-0 against Orgless, and that was a decisive win on SIBOL2022 National Team Selection.
That's That's it. Yan yung the big
Yep.
one. Yan yung hinihintay na earthquake sa QC. Yan. Oh
Oh,
my god.